Well, I meet Davin by One Pop Studio. That's his Sly and Robbie studio. We was like outside in the office talking, and Davin have a guitar, and I asked him if he play guitar, and him say yeah. So I said play something for me, and him play a song first and we listen, and him play a next song and we listen, and then him play the Free Your Mind song, and start singing. And I say yeah, you know, I like that. I like the idea, I like the simplicity of the song too. Free Your Mind is, the kids can relate to it. You know? People when I speak English.
People from all walks.
Yeah. So me say, you know, I like that. And them say, yeah. And then I say, so you want to produce it? And I say, what do you mean? And them say, you want to produce it? And I say, yeah, man. I was like, yeah. And from that till the song,
the ball just started.
Yeah, the ball just started roll, and the song, you know, the song come out of nothing.
Okay,
you know?
great.
I'm suggest it to Sly them, and Sly listen it and like it, and then you know we choose the beat and everything, and you know, and it's really nice working with Davin because him do everything easy and simple. You know, it's no problem, and him listen, and you know, when an artist don't listen, him not going a problem. Or when a human being don't listen, him not going a problem because you have to listen. You know. So it was really nice working with Davin. At first, when him recorded at first and sent it to me, I never 100% like the vocal performance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So and it was him alone on the track, and he asked me if I could write a verse and sing a part of and sing the chorus in my way. You know. So I write a verse and sing the chorus in my way. And when him recorded over with Mel Detmer, it was fabulous. I enjoyed it. You know, I said, yes, this is what I want. You know, we can go in at the mixing part of the thing now and I'll get it mixed. You know, and this is what the song come out to be. And yo, we can't stop talking about this song. This song is just nice. You know. Refreshing to me here. You know, I produce a lot of songs, but this one is you know, it's above special. So we can work with it. From day one when Devon sing the song to me, and I know that it is a hybrid song, that it connected to different race and different styles of music put together. And the rhythm that Sly and Robbie and Lenky play, it's at the nowadays rhythm. The rhythm where everybody relate to. You can dance, you can skip, you can run, you can do it. You can enjoy yourself by listening to this song, right? And this song can play in the Spanish market, it can play in the Jamaican market, it can play in the American market. You get what I'm saying? It can play in Europe. So. That's why I say it's a hybrid song. It fits in a
multicultural.
Multicultural. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. We play the song for Sly, and Sly said Davin sound like Sting. That singer that does the songs with Shaggy. Right? And I play the song and people ask me if it was John Legend. So Davin sound like some singers where really are the singers them will lock the charts. You know? So people comment about the song, them ask about some different kind of people. You know, Sting, some different kind of some stars were in at the charts. So Davin, you have that chart voice. You know? You have the voice for in at the charts, so don't worry about it.
Free Your Mind is a song that has two different cultural works together. You have the Jamaican and you have the American culture, which is very good at. And it's another kind of popular rhythm today. That is the pop music of the day, which is coming out of Jamaica and everybody's on it. So it kind of gives it a boost because it's very danceable stuff. And the song itself, the lyrical part of the song is very understandable and everybody can understand it. So I think this gives it a notch to to go forward, and if they picked up by a major company, I think would be a very big song, you know, out there to do it.
Because of this multicultural song, if it picked up by a record company, it will be good for the song to put it in the right marketplace that it can market properly, you know, and be the song that it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And we just have pray for that something happen for that song. Yeah.
So, Free Your Mind was never supposed to be a dancehall song. Free Your Mind was an acoustic track that you were singing.
In England, I had a small label, not your label, but a different indie label from the Seattle area. Was supposed to give me money to travel around England and do some work, and they never came. So every morning in Brighton, at my soul brother Scott Rose flat in Brighton, I woke up every morning and wrote a different song. And I had this one song, the Free Your Mind song came to me, and I had an inkling of an idea that it might work well with Jamaican musicians. It was a soulful song, maybe inspired a bit by, in the back of my mind, by certain words from Toots and certain words from Bob Marley, but it was just a beautiful song that I thought might work in the context of a soul and dance thing. But it wasn't. It was just me strumming in England. And when I was in line to get on the plane to go to Kingston the first time, I had my guitar out, and I need one song. I need one song that'll hook musicians. And it came to me. I was like, that Free Your Mind song, maybe that will have some kind of impact on some Jamaican ears. And it did. And when Red Rose asked me to pull my guitar out and play him a song, I went with that song. And I finished the bridge on my adventures there. The song wasn't even written by the time. It was half written when I showed it to Sly and Robbie. But Jamaica brought the rest of the song out of me, and it gave me the platform to be able to have what I believe is my first hit. History, right? So Havana stays the big beacon of music, and it blows up Kingston even more. And what would have happened if Havana kept pushing out sounds, and Kingston and Havana were going back and forth like a sound system?
Yeah, one album coming out with Kingston meet Havana, you know.
Yeah.
No, serious.
What is it?
It's an album. We went to Cuba and did an album called Kingston meet Havana.
Oh man, I gotta check that out.
Yeah man, it's coming out shortly.
So I guess part of my theme of this is like, what would happen in a different history if like Havana the mob still had Havana, you know what I mean? Like so whatever you do is gonna be great, and I'm just trying to make up my own little myth, you know? Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's the alter ego work. So I have avoided doing crowdfunding projects for most of my career, as long as crowdfunding projects have been called crowdfunding projects, because I felt personally that although I could use help to raise money to finish an album, that particular record wasn't going to put me over the top.
I must wait for that pressure to drop. Oh,
wasn't going to put me on television stations or on radio stations all over the world.
Wait for that pressure to drop. Oh, maybe pressure, baby.
This project, West Indian Rock, that I'm working with and that I'm only doing because Blue Jay brought me to Jamaica and made this happen.
Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind.
With the hit song we have, like Free Your Mind, that Sly and Robbie, and Anthony Red Rose, and Mickey Marsden all co-produced and developed and played on to be able to make this a hit song. I have a song and I have material for an album that could potentially be a top 10 Billboard hit.
Pressure to stop. Oh, maybe pressure, girl, is all we got. Cause free your mind.
I think it's time to ask your friends to buy advance copies and get t-shirts and get cool things that we're going to tell you about later to be able to hopefully entice you into being part of my first crowdfunding project.
Free your mind. Free your mind.
So this is really big thing. Sick Donkey Records has been a label to put out some of the finest reggae music of his generation at his level, and I feel like this hit song in this album, West Indian Rock, can help uncover and help people discover Sick Donkey Records music.
Free free your mind, free your mind, free your mind, free your mind.
Yeah, I think this album is going to be a great way to really showcase what your talents are as a singer and songwriter.
Let's wait for that pressure to stop. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever reach the top.
It's going to be a great way to showcase this to the entire world of what the Northwest in particular has to offer. This really has the opportunity to be put up, on the same shelf.
Right. I'm going more for like looks.
Other great albums that have came out of the Northwest. We have the proper musicians. We're working with some of the greatest, most legendary people in the game. We're talking about Sly and Robbie, who literally, Sly invented the drum beat of reggae. Like, they were playing ska before Sly started playing reggae.
Yeah, the whole dance hall.
And then Sly invented the dancehall beat. I mean, he basically put out the first dancehall song and is credited to inventing the boom bap of hip hop as well. So just working with Sly is something that most musicians, singers, songwriters, and producers could only dream of, working with someone on his caliber. The fact that he works together with his partner in rhythm, Robbie Shakespeare, only adds to the fact that it is going to be something substantial and monumental, because the two of them together have played, their drum and bass played together has been on more Grammy-winning and Billboard chart-topping songs and albums than any other drum and bass duo in any genre of music, period. Mm-hmm. They have played together on over 200,000 songs themselves.
That's the conservative estimate.
Right, that's the low number.
The low-balling them is 200,000 tracks. And a couple of mine.
And a couple of these ones. Working with people like them, working with Blanky Marsden, who is, toured with Buju Banton as part of his band. He's
big hits with Sean Paul.
He's produced some of Sean Paul's biggest hits. He's played keyboards on, once again, he's one of those legendary musicians from Jamaica that, although a lot of people may not know his name, if you've ever listened to reggae or dancehall, you have heard him.
Yeah. He's the premier to me. There's many, like, What's Up Wrong Move, there's so many great keyboard players on that island, but I feel like Lanky is the monster as far as a guy that's going to construct an entire production, use the latest keyboards, classic keyboards. He's the wizard. He's the secret weapon for Sly and Robbie and some of the greatest artists in Jamaica. And the fact that he got in the studio with Red Rose and constructed Free Your Mind around the drum and bass of Sly and Robbie, around my guitar chords and melody and guitar playing, they flipped that upside down. And Lanky there's a reason why it says Lanky Marsden featured on that record, because it would be a crime if I didn't mention that he was such a big part of it. What's up, Lanky?
Well, it's a hybrid dancehall with Stedman play him sing and I play him guitar. It's a folk thing. There's an American folk thing with the dancehall thing. The drums are dancehall. The keyboard them though is a little bit electronic on it too. Electronic keyboard. So it's really hybrid type of music. So when Red Rose link him have a track for you play some keyboard for me, say yeah. Say alright, we set a date. Come at the same studio. See him come at the studio and put up the track, and I say, when the tune I play, me hear the folk thing when I talk about and the vocals, and I say, Rose, what kind of tune this? And like me, I kind of like a pause at the time, and I say, what kind of vibe? But Rose now is a man who hear things in them head, and I say, Linky, just play, and so when I start play, Rosaman know when me a hit like melody or a chord or a sound, and I say, yeah man, that one there, we play and go on to the thing till we just the upper layers and the chemistry from years though, I would say in the earlier thing it's great because Rose know when he hear it like him tell me to play the quarter to 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from them long years there, you know what I mean, the confidence up with me and him. And the song to me, after Rose take it out of the studio now, you know, it raw. But when him carry it come back, the cut out here now is I don't know what Rose gonna do. Or what him gonna do. Mix it, set it. Just turn out different. Hybrid and it, as I said, sound great. So it's a chemistry. Rose really the man who put the thing together. You know the people and the right people who bring together to make a hit tune. And I do it for years. Remember that Stedman. Working with Red Rose, any team carry is a sure hit. Bang, him carry Stedman come and film voice sound wicked and the whole production bad. In the future, if you work, Rose again, him the producer, and me like the keyboard arranger. So I saw that combination they work. And with good promotion, I to the top you can't stop. Right up, straight up, billboard, every board, one, all the way. Stedman, remember, you have a hit family around here, so Father Rose, you know it.
Pressure to drop. I don't know forever. Reach the top, cause I'm just waiting for that. Pressure to stop.
Buckle.
Maybe pressure, baby. All we got.
Do that again?
Free your mind in the positive way. Yeah.